Hi guys, this is Kyle Stacy.
And this is Bert Kammerer.
And today we're going to talk about the all-new Kraken 580.
We're going to show you what's so special about this machine from SAB.
This is the Kraken 580. This is the little brother to the big Kraken 700. It features many similar design features just like the 700. First and foremost, it has the enclosed drivetrain for the gears. They sit inside of a grease bath. It also has a very similar rotor head design, fully tunable. You can change the dampening and these grip arms to really tune how you want it to feel. It has a very similar canopy and then integrated side frame design, which has a nice little unique flow to it. Going back to the color scheme here, SAB has come up with a new way to paint the color scheme, so they can do all these crazy unique designs and different lines, and it just looks really, really cool. So how about we pop the canopy off and take a look underneath.
Let's look at this thing without the canopy on. If you're familiar with the Kraken 700, this is almost an exact copy and smaller version. First of all, we have a sacrificial mount for the ESC in the event of a crash. You don't break your ESC or hurt your ESC. This sacrificial ESC mount is connected to the main, what I would call the main plate that holds your motor, holds your servos, even holds your boom. Everything here is very structural. You can see we have two small side frames. They're small, but they're very thick carbon fiber frames. They add rigidity to the entire helicopter. Because of this layout, the CG is higher, the wiring is easier. As you can see, the wire is as simple as it can be. I've never seen a helicopter that can be wired as easily as this helicopter can be. And then to finish this off, we have these two carbon fiber plates. We call them the Carters. They add visibility. They make the design really pretty and the lines and so forth, but they're not structural. They're just there for visibility and to hold your landing gear. Let's look now at the rotor head and the servo layout and servo options.
All right, let's talk about the rotor head next. This rotor head is incredibly tunable in a few different ways. First and foremost is the dampening. The dampening that comes in the kit is kind of a neutral dampening setup, but if you want to do different flying styles, you can change it. So we have a very soft dampening style for low RPM and slow flying, ranging all the way up to very stiff and hard dampening for hardcore 3D flying. Another way you can tune the rotor head is with these grip arms here. Just like the 700, SAB is going to have smaller grip arms to make it feel more aggressive overall. So you can leave the stock arms, which feel just fine, or if you want to liven it up a little bit, you can get the smaller arms and it'll feel more aggressive. Moving down to the servos, as you can see, I have mini servos installed with mine. The kit does come with mini servo brackets out of the box. I think minis work just absolutely fine. The performance with these is incredible. If you do want to run full-size servos, you certainly can. SAB offers optional full-size servo mounts.
Let's take a look at the boom on this Kraken 580. Similar to the Kraken 700, very similar design. The nylon bolts breakaway system that SAB has been famous for with all their Goblins over the years. And the interesting thing to point out about this helicopter is even though this is called a Kraken 580, it ships with 570 millimeter blades, but it is called a 580 because in stock form, it can take up to 600 millimeter blades out of the box. So if you end up flying this thing and you want to change the blades, you can go and put a set of longer blades. Say you have a set of 603, 605s, whatever you have. You can use those with 95 millimeter tail blades. Or if you want to keep the stock blades, you can also go longer with the tail. You can go 105 millimeters. So breakaway boom design, up to 600 millimeter blades, pretty cool.
So obviously this thing is very unique and very versatile. I would say it's probably the most diverse machine that's ever been developed and released.
I agree. This thing can run mini servos. It can run full-size servos.
You can run 6S all the way up to 12S.
Yep, you can change the ratios in the rotor head. You can run the stock blades, which are 570 millimeter blades, all the way up to 605 millimeter blades with 105 tails.
Yeah, this machine is just absolutely awesome. So check it out. Look for it at your favorite retailer. And this is the brand new Kraken 580.